Hey everybody, guess who I have? Tana!
Hi, everybody.
Yay! Tana now lives in Florida in the
I,
sun.
I'm usually more tan. I haven't been in the sun for about a week.
My fireman friend lives in Florida. He said the water's really warm in Florida.
It's like a bathtub. I mean,
Really?
honestly, it's like outside, it feels like 90 degrees, and you get in the ocean and it feels like it's the same temperature as the air. It's
Isn't
crazy.
that something?
It's beautiful. It's one of the most amazing things to just float in the ocean.
Oh, I know. It's very healing too.
It's very healing. You just really become one with the energy of, I don't know, nature, water, the
Yeah.
all, whatever you want to call it. Like it's one of the most serene and natural things to just get in that
Even in
water.
the San Francisco Bay, the water's getting warmer, they said. The
Yeah,
surfers are noticing it. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been in the ocean in a long time because I can't seem to fit into my petite bathing suit. But I'll get back out there
Oh,
because it's healthy. It's very healthy for you.
I don't even have a petite bathing suit.
Oh, by the way,
But
when's your birthday?
it's on Wednesday.
Happy birthday, girlfriend.
Thank you. 41.
Yeah.
40s have
Oh
been
my
fun.
goodness. You're just so
40s have been fun.
oh girl, you got
Yeah.
so much living to do.
Honestly, it keeps getting better. I'm happy to be alive.
Yeah, 41. And because I remembered you're a Virgo late August.
Yep.
My birthday is in September 10th.
Coming up. I know I called Carol the other day and I was like, hey, I need to know exactly the date of Linda's birthday. And she
Well,
goes,
I'm
I'll do some
so happy
recon.
for you. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. Us Virgos. Our moon is really tearing things up right now, though. A lot of
But
people
actually, but actually, financially for Virgos, it's going to get real good in 2023.
I love that. I
So,
love that. I keep getting messages that things are just going to, even with a little hard work, but they're still going to get better and better. We might have
uh,
to put in a little
yeah,
grit, but
we have
other
some weird stuff. My friend Andre, he's real good with charts, and Hoagie, he has a channel, and these guys are fantastic. They're different type of astrology, but they all kind of lean in the same direction. So, listen, girlfriend, you've got some announcements.
yeah. So
Listen up,
first
everybody. Get out your nose notepads.
first and foremost, before I forget, I have just launched on my website a free community called Volunteer for Practice Readings. I don't want to forget to say this. So if you go to tananewberry.com and you go to the little menu words at the top of the website, right after the banner, and you click on Volunteer for Practice Readings, excuse me, what you can do is join a group and post in there whether you want to give or receive practice readings. So I'm doing some mastermind coaching and some online courses and things like that. And my students often have really great skills, but they're still practicing and they're a little nervous to put themselves out there officially, or maybe even come out of the spiritual closet to people that they know in their life. And so they're really looking for safe and beautiful people to just practice with.
That
And
what an excellent idea that is.
many of them are already profound readers. And so especially since I'm stepping back January 1st from doing readings myself, at least for this season, I thought, what a better way to connect people to the ability to get readings than let my students and anybody else who actually feels guided. I'm here for people practicing their readings, whether they're my students or not. I think practicing your intuitive readings is one of the best ways to grow your awareness and your abilities of all things intuition. So anyways, if you go to tananewberry.com, you go to the little tab that says volunteer for practice readings, and it's a free group. You just sign in, you put your email, it'll create you a little profile. Then there's topics. So there's, I want to give, I want to receive. And you just put a little
Oh,
post
you
in
guys,
there.
shush. Uh-huh.
You just put a little post in there, and you can
One,
interact
one
with each
second, girlfriend.
other.
Sorry. Okay, we're back. Sorry.
We're back. So yeah, there's just, it's really simple and easy to find the topics. There's topics like, hey, I want to give a general reading, or I want to give a specific kind of reading. And if you want to receive, you can go in there and comment on people's offers, Or you can go into a group where they fish from and you can say, I want to volunteer for a reading. And then when my students are ready to do practice readings, they go into that group and they select who they want to read for. And a lot of my readers have been interested, and everyone else that joins is also feel free to exchange telephone numbers, video messages, audio messages, typed out messages, responses and comments. It's really like kind of a choose your own adventure kind of thing. And so
Fantastic.
I just want to support the community. So anyways, if you guys are listening to Linda G, you've seen me before, you really are called to do a reading, and receive even a reading, and you just haven't had the funds, or you've been kind of scratching your head at how to fit it in the budget, this can be the perfect thing. So you can receive a really highly valuable reading in this group. So anyways, you're totally invited, everybody, to go join that group and get some readings. And the more you post and the more questions you post, obviously, the more chances people might, hop onto one of those posts and resonate with that and connect with you. So first and foremost, that's an invitation. But the real reason I'm here today is I have two really big things going on. Number one, I'm getting ready. I'm so excited about this, to host a virtual retreat. So it's going to be a 1-day retreat. It's called Psychic Awakening. And it's for the purpose of avoiding, when you do a retreat, sometimes you can't always do the plane and getting away from work, and you want to have this immersive experience in a community and to have some like profound moments. I think when I think of retreats, I think of deep inner work, and I think of connection with others. That's what I think of when I think
Right,
about
right.
retreats. I think about an experience you can't have just by yourself, and I think about the energy state that is created by the container and how that really moves certain things in a very deep way. And so I'm creating this in a virtual space for us online. So on October 1st, it's going to be from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. That's 3 hours Pacific, and then a 90-minute break, and then 2:30 to 5:30 Pacific, which is another 3 hour segment. We're going to
Uh-huh.
do a deep dive that day and do the Psychic Awakening retreat. And I'm only charging $111 for this
Oh,
6 hour
they
retreat.
don't
So
have to pay for room and board or nothing.
no, nope. And so it's $111. And you know, if you can't even do that, reach out to me. Okay. Let me just say that. Okay. Because
Okay.
I really want anybody who's called to be there to be there. That's why I tried to make the price real low. It's like less than my readings, but it's for 6 hours, because I think more than ever right now, we need something to move us. A lot of us are kind of stuck still, and we're getting ready. We're like building up our energy, but we haven't quite broken through that. I think retreats can be an amazing thing for that, because it changes your state. And when you change your state, you can change what you can accomplish. So I'm going to do a collective reading. There's going to be a collective channeling by my friend Intuitive Jen. She's also going to do a sound bath right after lunch when everybody's full. So there's going to be some more event presentation kind of stuff. But then there's also going to be a lot of circumstances where I lead you through a guided thing, and you're filling out a workbook that I'm going to send you with all of your good stuff that you've gotten from the retreat. But then there's also an opportunity to actually get and receive messages for other people and experience what it's like to channel a message and help and heal someone else. And then I'm going to break you out in groups and in pairs, all these different times where you can make friends, share messages, receive messages from someone else that are meant for you. And it's all just going to be this
Sounds
amazing
wonderful.
communal day.
Sounds
I'm
wonderful.
so excited about it. And it's not always feasible to get away for a retreat, but you can still change your state and connect virtually. And so I know that 6 hours is a long time on the computer, but it's not going to feel like that, because we're going to be connecting with people and then coming back into a state where you can kind of relax and listen, and then into a meditative state, and then into a great activity. So it's going to be snappy, and there'll be moments of almost like more down energy, and then there'll be moments of fun sharing, and so it'll all balance really well, and I'm really excited about it. So
Sounds wonderful.
Yes. So if you're interested in joining or sending me a message because you'd like to be there, please go to my website. It's tananewberry.com. We'll put it in
And we'll
the
put it down below.
And so right there, when you open up my website, right on top, there's two items. I'll talk about the other one in a second, but right there, you'll see virtual psychic awakening retreat. And there's a little countdown that says 33 days left, because that's what it is today. And you hit that button and it'll take you to a page with a little bit more of a description and a button that you can press to check out and reserve your space. And after you reserve your space, you'll get an email that confirms it. There's also a bonus there if you purchase the retreat right now. There is a $50 off coupon if you want to do a reading with me. Not everybody wants to do that, but like if you are trying to sneak in on one of my last readings before I close down shop for
I'm
now,
closing down shop too, the
on
end of
January
December.
1st, yeah, then I have a $50 off coupon that comes. No pressure, don't feel like you have to do it, but it's there for you if you want. And then once you finish that page and get that email, there'll also be a couple of other offers after that that are discounted. Every time somebody buys something from me, I give them the opportunity to get other things at a really great discount. If it's not for you, just bypass it, no hard feelings. But if you want to take advantage of other things at a discount because you just bought the first thing, then do it. But yeah, just go to my website, click that button and reserve your space. I'm super excited. I can handle as many as there need to be. I think, but there is a chance that at some point I'll have to close it down potentially just to make sure it's still manageable. So if you can get in there and get a ticket and it goes through, you're in.
Cool.
And if for some reason it's taken off and it's not there anymore, then that's because I hit capacity. But if the button's there, it's still free and you can get in.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So, and this is up, like, as soon as you send me
Yeah.
you're gonna send me everything.
Yep. It's just
Okay,
tananewberry.com is the easiest way to get to everything I do because it's all listed right there on the front page.
okay. So I'll
Yeah.
just post your link.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
what about your new book?
Oh, yeah. This is so exciting. I just did a video last night on Instagram that said, I never knew I could love something so much until I laid eyes on you. It's so silly, but I've got this great book that me and some other authors that I collaborated with. Do you guys remember Misha from the Sedona retreats?
Yes, yes.
And there's some other people here. Anyways, this book is called Accepting the Call, Following Your Dream of Starting Your Own Paid Psychic Reading Business. So I have been working with a lot of people who kind of want to do what you and I are doing, Linda. And I can't tell you how many clients I've gotten just even after your videos that I hop on that are always like, gosh, I feel like I have a mission and a calling to do something in this field as well. But as many people know, monetizing what you're doing is like a taboo subject. And I get that. But I do know that in order to do this work, you have to sustain regular living. And I think that money and paying for getting paid for your work, it's nothing more than like breathing, inhaling and exhaling. So when you give a lot and you are planning and you're making this deal with spirit to give a lot, your needs have to be met too. And so there's this idea that I don't just want to do readings for fun, but I really want to try my hand at like doing them for a living. And
Okay.
so I wrote this book to help people hear the stories of all of these successful readers who have basically taken the plunge. Accepting the call is a term that's in the hero's journey. I would love to know how many of you in the comments know the hero's journey. It's like the same story of the tarot, but it's also the story of how stories have been told forever, from the hero in his ordinary world. And he's like before the adventure, and then he takes the adventure. So it's really a metaphor for doing something scary and hard, and figuring out how the divine guidance all along the way is meant for you to discover your power. And if you want something, you just go get it. Spirit is always hiring. I'm sure you could say that yourself. Spirit is always hiring healers and light workers. And sometimes it means you do have to formalize it a little bit to make it a thing. And so this is about formalizing your practice. And so I'm so excited about this. And I have a little dedication in there and one place for Linda. Do you want me to read it?
Sure.
Okay. To Linda Grindle, who gave me wings, to the woman whose love and support has given me the gifts of love, freedom, passion, and abundance in my life. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of these blessings. Sometimes someone comes into your life and performs a miracle, but you perform them for me regularly. You
Oh,
are my lighthouse. My life sparkles and shines because you're always so willing to shine light on me. There is so much that I do that I could have not done without you. Please know how special
so
you are
sweet.
to me. You are so appreciated.
Oh, thank you, girl.
I also have a word for my mother and my sponsor who saved my life when I was first getting clean and sober, and to Carol Mayer, who we both know and love,
Oh
who
yeah,
runs
from
Heart
Angel
for
Heart.
You.
That's
So
wonderful.
yeah, I'm really
Is she
excited
gonna
about.
have those books in her store?
Oh, I'm sure she will. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And this, we're actually going to do a summit, a free event coming up. You won't miss it. If you go to my website, you'll be able to figure out all about this book. But we're doing another free event called a summit where all the authors are going to come give their like 5 best tips in a short interview. And we'll just run through 10 different authors and they're going to give you all the tips on starting a business. And so if that's not everybody's passionate about this, but if you've been kind of feeling the call,
Yeah,
then this subject matter is for you. So go check it out.
right. And ladies and gentlemen, as I've told you for years now, Tana is as sweet as she is. You need some insulin. I
I
used
get
to tease you about that all the time.
I
Where's
get
the insulin? This is just too sweet.
I get it from my mama.
You do? Yeah, your mom is so sweet.
I know. I just ordered her. You know how my mom loves rocks? I don't know if you remember this, but in Sedona, she would always stack the rocks.
Yeah.
I bought her this rock that was like inscribed with like, Mom, I love you, you're my rock. And I thought it was gonna be like this big. I got it in the mail yesterday. It's this big.
Oh,
But it's
well,
okay. It's the thought that counts.
it's
But
the thought that counts.
I thought she was gonna be able to like stack it. And it's like this little thing.
Oh.
Eh, it was $18. What do you expect? Just
Right, right.
sure it looked a lot bigger.
Yeah. Tell your mom I said hi, by the way.
I will. I
And I
will.
wanted to tell you guys that Tana's the one that did my Wix page initially, and I lost it somehow or the other. And even Tana just now looked; it's not there. So my calendar got lost, and I have a little Spaces, I think it's called, from Wix, and I found the calendar. I'm almost done putting everybody's name because I only have readings from now through December 31st.
Yeah,
I'm writing everyone's name, but oh my God. And Tana, she's the miracle worker. And she said, Linda, I don't see it.
I don't see
It's
it.
gone, baby, gone. So we don't know what happened. And I paid top brass money, 200 something dollars for the Supreme, and
The,
I
the
don't even
creme de
have
la
a nothing.
creme.
I don't even have a nothing burger, and there's no way to reach Wix. None.
No, that's like I was doing the for this, I was doing the audiobook. I recorded an audiobook, by the way.
Wow.
I know it's like over 4 hours long, but I was recording it and I had like a couple hours in,
Lost it.
lost it. I had to start
Hey,
it over.
so how do you
Technology
publish
is
your
just,
books?
huh?
How do you publish your books?
I've been self-publishing mine. So I have a couple of books. I have a little one that I wrote about for those of you who don't know, I love my UFO stuff still.
I remember that. Yeah.
I don't do it as much anymore, but I wrote this little book about like the experiencers and their intuitive gifts and like the correlation between those two experiences and the characteristics of that type of person and what kind of psychic abilities they have. So I wrote a little book there. I also created a psychic development coloring book for adults, which was so amazing. And then I've done, this is the I have a hardback version of this book too, which is really nice. But I did this book and I've done them just on Amazon.
I've heard Amazon's good.
You know, the benefit is that you don't have to pay and they print on demand. They sort of want to take more than half of the profits, but you have the ability to set the price. And so, yeah, if anybody out there ever wants to get a little advice about
Self-publishing.
publishing on Amazon or whatever, let me know and I'll either make a recording that I can send out to everybody just for funsies or whatever.
But
But yeah,
but even you have very good covers. You did that
thank
cover
you.
yourself?
Yeah. So I sometimes look at design templates and then kind of move things around and go from there. I get
But does
inspiration.
Amazon offer the design templates?
They offer a couple of design templates, but they're not real fancy looking. So
Okay.
what I usually do is like the inside of this book has we're getting on a publishing lesson now. So the inside of this book has like some uh areas and some organization, right? And then it had some graphics and then like this is, you know, so and then pages with like a bar on the side,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah.
this style is edited from a template that I originally got that I moved a couple things around to make it its own, but it's not just a cut and dry, just drop the text in there. It is a little bit more design savvy. So you can go to the different websites that sell templates and download them and get the commercial value for like $30. And then I use Canva. If you guys
Oh,
don't know what
Canva's
Canva is.
wonderful.
Oh, I love Canva. And you can create
And you
covers.
use them, what do you use Canva for?
Oh, everything.
So
I
how do
use
they help you with the book?
So basically what you do is you go when you're publishing the book, you tell it how many pages your manuscript is, and you choose the size of the book, and then it'll tell you the actual dimensions of what you need for a paperback and a hardback. They're a little different because with the hardback books, the hardback wraps around a little, so it's a little different for both. So basically you get the size that you need, and then you enter the size into Canva, and then you put that image in the background so you can see all the lines, and you turn it like halfway so that you can't see it, and then you build it, and then you take that background picture out, and now you have the perfect size cover. I'll help you if you need some help, or if
Oh, yeah.
anybody, if and listen, if any of your people that are listening, and your people, a lot of them are my people too, if you guys have been thinking about writing a book and these are the things you're stuck on, email me. I
Okay.
listen, I am so obsessed with getting on the phone with people who are trying to create and serve, that a lot of times when it's technical, because I'm kind of technically savvy,
Yeah.
I don't have as many people to geek out on this as I would like. So you could just call me.
All right. All right, girlfriend.
So yeah, it's
You just
but
know, I'll tell you, you know everything. It's wonderful.
it's a lot more possible these days than it ever has been. I mean, like when I published my Oracle decks 10 years ago,
Oh, I know.
there wasn't options that there are today. So
Wow.
publishing Oracle decks is even easier than it's ever been. So a lot
Wow.
of
That's
we're
wonderful.
living in a really cool time where the individual light worker has a lot more options than we've ever had. So
Yes.
to
I'm sure you're
create.
going to hear from a lot of people. So I'm going to put just Tana Newberry.
Com. Everything is at tananewberry.com.
Okay.
You can
That's
book.
all we need.
I do have like maybe 30 more, 30, 40 more, something like that, appointments left to the end of the year. And after that, that's it. So if you get your $50
That's
off
so
coupon,
weird. You and I were both Virgos. We both decided no more readings.
I love doing readings, and I'm gonna hop back on YouTube and do free readings.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to do some readings still, but they're not going to be one-on-one. I have really enjoyed my coaching. I've been shifting gears and helping people create their service-based light work. And so I have shifted gears a little bit, and it's right where I should be. I've been doing the best work of my life
Isn't
in
that wonderful?
in my coaching programs, and watching people light up and get so intuitively connected that they're seeing the world different, and they're
I love it.
doing yeah, so I'm meant to be there right now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, girlfriend. Well, this will come up today in a few minutes after it loads up.
Cool. Well, I
And
love
I love
you.
seeing you again. And happy birthday, too. Sorry, the guy's out there blowing.
Thank you so much.
Thank
I
you, my dear
appreciate
friend. I
you
sure
all.
miss you.
I miss you
Let me
too.
know when you come back out to California, too. If I'm
I
around,
will.
I'll take you out to lunch, girlfriend.
Absolutely. Let me know if you want to get in the ocean, the bathwater.
There you go. That's what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking. Oh,
All
and
right,
you know, I
everybody.
probably should do a small event in Florida, too. There's a
Oh
lot of
my gosh, I could help, or
Okay, yeah,
just
you can
yeah,
help with
definitely.
Florida for
It's
sure.
beautiful here.
Yeah, okay,
It really
sweetie.
is. All
Well,
right,
I
lots of
just
love,
need a
everybody.
hotel that can sit people, you know, and I
Alpha,
have,
yes,
yeah, we'll talk about it later.
sounds
Bye,
good.
you guys.
Bye, everybody.